think that work, for all of us who are working, is a reflection of life. So I've been here for over 10 years. And of course in life you have sort of ups and downs and challenges and opportunities, and so is in work as well. And I think the most important thing about work, as in life, is learning lessons and making mistakes, reflecting on those, and coming back and being even better as a scholar and an academic, working in a university, and as a human being as well. So I think that's really, really important, and has helped me in good stead. And also the other thing I sort of reflected upon when Mike said about the journeys. Journeys are really, really important, because they help shape who you are as a human being and as an academic. So I remember growing up in Birmingham. It's interesting, I'm going back to Birmingham to work. The time that I went to Maypole Comprehensive School. Cush and I always have a discussion about which school, our secondary school, was the worst, mine or his, because both of them got closed down. So I think
Mine's a housing estate.
yeah, mine was on Actrosith Estate. I sort of remember growing up there and thinking, as one of the sort of 3 students of colour in my year, in a largely low-income white community, and I absolutely hated it because I grew up in a very ethnically diverse part of Birmingham, inner city Birmingham. But actually that experience was really seminal in terms of my later work around what we call white working class communities, because those individuals and that experience that I initially didn't like at all, those individuals, their families became my close friends. We're still close friends now. We have very different lives, but important lives nevertheless. And that made me think about white working class communities in a very different way, and helped to sort of shape some of my ideas later on. So I think journeys are important about who we are, learning from the world around us. Never been a big fan of esoteric work, producing articles that are all books that are read by 5 people in an obscure conference. I think the most important thing about this centre and your philosophy, Mike, is to make sure that the work that we do impacts on the world outside rather than inside academia. I just want to say thank you for everyone for coming, but just sort of special thanks to people who were at the start of the journey, Aurelie, Tom, Jane, you were there at the start. You know those difficult times that we had at the Institute of Community Cohesion. Always reminded by something that you know, your enemy's enemy is your friend, and I think that's what we harnessed in those early years. So Institute of Community Cohesion. I'd just say thanks to Mike and Thea and the leadership team for giving me opportunities to do the work that I've had. But tremendous opportunities at Coventry. You know, the opportunity to go to the States, to actually do the stuff that you feel really passionate about and move forward. I'd like to thank the operations team, admin team, so Alison and Jill. Without that work on the front line, the centre becomes a lesser place. So I think both of you in your different ways have been great and sort of imbued the spirit of Centre for Trust, Peace and Social Relations. So thank you so much for that. I'd like to thank my close friend, a colleague for 23 years now, Kusmina Chahar. Without Kush's support and help and guidance, I'd just be a lesser person and a lesser human being than him. So thank you very much, my friend, for everything that you've given me in my life. I really, really appreciate it. I think the work that the centre does is incredible, and I think what all of us individually, whatever we do functionally in our work, is that, you know, you've got to feel passionate about it, you've got to feel engaged in it, and you've got to believe in yourself as well, because if you don't believe in yourself and have confidence in anything you do, you're not going to go out and reach your potential, whatever that potential is. And so I think the most important thing that I've learned, I'm very, very thankful for my colleagues, my friends, here. 10 years is a big chunk of your life. So I'll always remember Coventry University very, very fondly. And I'll go forward with a mixture of sadness, excitement, apprehension, going forward. But I think the job that I've taken on at BCU is incredibly challenging. It wasn't easy to accept. I said that to you, Mike, in our phone call. I had 3 opportunities to leave Coventry previous to that. I rejected all 3 for professional and personal reasons. But the opportunity to go somewhere in my home city to transform the lives of thousands of people who go through university, through the possibility of doing great research and teaching and knowledge exchange is one that I couldn't turn down. But that doesn't mean that we're ending the story. It's just at the start of it, because I'm sure that all of you, if you're interested in engaging in the work that I think me and my colleagues are going to do at BCU, then of course we want to continue partnership. So thank you so much, Mike. I really am touched by everything that since I announced my departure from here. It's been great, some from my friends, from people actually I haven't worked with closely, and their kind words and advice. I really am very, very sad, actually, at this moment in time to leave, and I wish you all the best in your lives and in your work, and do your best and be lucky, and I'm sure it's going to be a great future for the centre. So thank you very much. Thank you.